upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
No. Check. Patriots. Set. Blue 90. Gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A handoff to Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, the spin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Flex round!
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Flex round!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Samaje Perine, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They're going to look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Detroit!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now.
They got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Kevin Dodd. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The pitch to Fournette. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
On third down, Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Allen's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And escapes the sack. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll escape to it. And he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Kevin Dodd in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Gun!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Evans, 83 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Shakes off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 1, 9.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round. Flex round.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Again, it's Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! Gun!
Now back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kevin Dodd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try to run for it with Fournette. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game.